Alright. Hello, everybody.
Me to begin this endeavor. It is
Season again. This video more than likely won't be very. Always do this. I don't know why. Let me check my audio. Okay. Audio's good. Hang on. Let me check real quick. Alright. Check real quick. Okay. I believe I'm back. Let me check, make sure that my headphone quality audio is working properly. Let me check, make sure that my headphone quality audio is working. Okay, I checked the feed, it's working good. Alright. Then, let's see. And just if people are asking, and I'm pretty sure they would in the comments, that whether or not I got all of the invasion stuffs from the original season of the Storm, which I believe was season 5. It was either season 5 or season 6. I'm not 100% certain on that. But regardless of what it was, that's what I went through. Because how many seasons did they have originally? I mean, they had, you know, Scorpion, then you had Natara, Sub-Zero, then you had, after Sub-Zero, you had, I think you had Melina, and then Raiden. So yeah, season 5. So after Raiden, it would be Reptile, and then I believe it was Shang Tsung, and then the Dark Dragon, which was Liu Kang, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm wrong, please leave a comment on the video. And if you find anything in this video that's enjoyable, please subscribe today. And I have to apologize again about, you know, not having very good eye contact. But once I have better placement of my camera and everything, absolutely, I'm gonna, you know, face my audience more. But I mean, you guys are over there, my screen's over here, so it's kind of, it's weird. That's why I'm trying to do like 50-50 between them, so in like this kind of area. But anyways, let's get right into this. Alright, let's rock and roll. And apologize in advance for any other videos that I have where there's no audio. You don't necessarily have to hear my end of the audio to enjoy a video. I might be saying some, you know, cool stuff or whatnot. I can't remember exactly what was said on those. So going forward, I'm going to start checking my audio with each video so that I can, well, pretty much whatever I had it set as from the last time will be set as this time, but sometimes I have issues with it, so I try to do what I can. Let's check out this map. I'm about halfway through the second one, and guess we'll hop into this battle. And I know people don't really like this game much and stuff, but they gotta realize that, hey, what you ask for is what you get. And because of people complaining, unfortunately, from what I understand, and fan pages, is that people complained about how there's a lack of characters, lack of story. That's because Mortal Kombat, since Mortal Kombat 11, and I'm not ragging on Mortal Kombat 11, but they kind of give up after 2 storylines, whereas a lot of the older games, they had maybe 1 storyline, but it would take you like at least 3 days to like a couple weeks to beat it, and that would have been Mortal Kombat Deception. Hang on, I'm gonna change my little camera Dang. There's nothing in the middle down there. I gotta write a note of this. I swear. So there's really nothing in the middle that you really need to see, so I moved it down for you guys. Because, I mean, I need to see the top left for my rank and level and coins. I mean, I don't really right now, but, you know, people might, you know, might want to see that stuff and see what rank I am and everything and see, like, hey, holy crap, he's really good. But then again, they can see that in the video. Alright, well, let's continue. Right on. What I honestly wish, though, with the seeing my face and everything in the videos, is if you could adjust the size of it. I haven't seen any settings for that, but if they added that in an update where you could adjust the size of it so it's like smaller, then hell, I could put it in the same spot without it affecting anything having to do with, or even like, you know how it's like directly in the middle, like right in the middle. What if it was like offset this or offset this, but not fully over to this side or fully over to this side, you know, like somewhere like a neutral area for a lot of games. And that I mean, I'm kind of raving on it, but like, well, I mean, and I'm saying this because I loved having the ability to go between games on the PS4 for the hard drive, especially. They need to work on that. They need to figure out a way to kind of adapt that so that you can play games off your hard drive, because what's better than having 9 terabytes of games? That's pretty much where I'm at right now. My hard drive has a lot of games on it. There's specific hard drives that are better than like Seagate or SanDisk. If you're looking for anything better than SanDisk, which is very hard to compare because SanDisk is literally one of the best media sticks or hard drive based platform companies that sells them, because they don't sell you junk like some of the other companies. Now, however, the two that I would recommend above all of them would probably be the SanDisk, because you can get a thumbstick that is from 1 terabyte. Well, actually, it goes as small as 8 gigabytes. Wait, hang on. Let me think. I think it goes smaller, but if you're looking for a decent one, it can go from 8 gigabytes all the way up to maybe like, I think it goes up to 6 terabytes for a memory stick that you can plug right into your console. Or if you want the same kind of solution but a little more cost effective, go for Evolution. It's hang on, let me see here. It's AVOLUSION, and they have a variety of different hard drives. They're usually specifically meant for PlayStation, but you can also have them formatted to have other console data on them also. If you're an Xbox user, you can always use the SanDisk or the Seagate, but if I'm being honest, those ones are pretty expensive. And I'm not 100% sure whether Evolution has Xbox hard drives, but it's very possible. So if so, just give them a look over. I mean, check them out. Move this damn thing again. Is there anywhere I could put this where it won't hinder the video? Let's try this one. See, yeah, let's try the top right. So, alright. Airtime? Okay. Give me one moment. I apologize if I'm juggling between watching these. Airtime clue, Mortal Kombat 1. Okay. Hold on just a moment. See, I never really could figure these out, so I always try to, use other people's references and videos, and thank God for those people helping us out. I really mean that, because they're literally gods to help us all that play these games and enjoy them. I enjoy this game because I put in the man hours to understand this game and master the characters. However, with people having mixed reviews with Mortal Kombat 1, I would greatly suggest that they try to bring it up. Because the fact is that if they bring up Mortal Kombat 1 and they start talking better about it, the chances of Ed Boon actually releasing the Combat Pack 3 that he was going to do, that which in result would have gave us Cabal, Jade, Kintaro, frickin' Shinnok was in there, and I think he had a few like odd characters from like Invincible or DC, all the previous badass characters like Blaze and Naga and the Dragon Emperor and friggin' bring back Kung Jin, Kotal Khan, bring back some of those characters. Hell, bring out back DLC characters like Freddy Krueger, Jason, Leatherface, Alien, Predator, so on. So that, even Kratos. I mean, I played all those games, and there was nothing better than being able to play as a DC character, especially Marvel and frickin' Mortal Kombat DC Universe. And if they brought Marvel characters in there, however, get licensing. You got to do it the legal way. Get permission, get legal licensing from Marvel. Same with DC, same with any of the other stuff. And if you get licensing from them, you could literally have one of the best 1v1, or even if you wanted to, you could literally put Tag Team Mortal Kombat back in there. Because that was awesome. We loved tagging out with the L1 button on the PS3 or even beforehand to switch to the other character. I mean, yes, the matches were longer, but you got better gear, you got better stuff, you had more chances for unlockables. And also, if they need design ideas for a lot of other, characters and games, that's a good idea. Like, for instance, here's an idea, and I'm going to put it on my video, so I'll be the first one to say this. I really wish they would bring back Hanzo Hasashi. Honestly, because in this current timeline, if you play through the characters on the classic towers, you can get a specific cutscene for Smoke, where it shows him and Kuai Liang, which is how you say his name properly, just so you guys know. He's teaching young Hanzo the ways of his smoke techniques, and Kuai Liang is teaching Hanzo how to use the spear and the flame element, which means that if they were to bring in the teenager, like a teenager, younger version of Hanzo, not the classic character, but if they brought that character into the game and he had both smoke abilities and the fire abilities, he would be a force to reckon with, and it would basically take the original Hanzo but make him more versatile. And since Kuai Liang is in the original timeline as Sub-Zero, that would mean that we would also have a Sub-Zero that has power over the fire and the ice. So we would have a couple of different diversified characters. I think it would be badass. I really do. I think that would be the greatest thing ever. So, I don't know. It's an idea. Hang on. Let me figure this airtime thing out. Hear that? Adamski. I believe his channel is called I'm Playing It. Please check him out. Please subscribe to him. He's very instrumental. He helped me with a lot of these. Every time I played through the seasons, I've always looked at his videos, and he's descriptive. So it's very helpful. So I give him a shout out, and I really hope that he gets credit as much as I'm getting credit for this video right now. And we appreciate the support. Even though I'm not, you know, very well named YouTuber, I'll get there eventually. But I do it for fun. I don't do it for, you know, monetary gain and stuff. If somebody ended up wanting to pay me and stuff, I don't care. But I'd rather see it come from YouTube rather than individuals, because people work hard all the time. And me personally, I know that it's hard to afford a lot of things, and I know it's hard to, you know, adapt. But if you have loving people to help you out, then that matters all the world to anybody. So, yeah, if YouTube truly wants to show that they are, you know, diversified and, you know, stuff like that, they need to pay their YouTubers instead of the public paying them, because I've seen live streams where people will pay to see those live streams. That's not right. I don't think it is. It doesn't seem right to me. Hang on. Sorry. Got a little distracted here.
The trick to it is that you have to do it while you jump. Okay, so first let's just quickly look it up on the move list. Okay, there it is. Now it doesn't matter whether you jump back or forward. What matters is that this move has to connect, okay? So if it's blocked, then it won't count. So keep that in mind. Anyways, once that's done, the barricade of the path will get zapped, giving you access to the chest with goodies.
So do I need to spam that? Okay, gotta pick Tanya on this. Alright. And
with goodies. So keep that in mind. At the match and perform her special move called Spinning Splits Kick.
Spinning Splits Kick. Okay. So you gotta use Spinning Splits Kick. Ugh, that's a mouthful. But yeah, I don't know. Spinning Splits Kick. Oh, I guess it's doing an animality. Giraffes are herbivores. Why? What? Okay. See, I never understood that. Giraffes are herbivores. At most, I would think that the giraffe would pick him up and then tornado his ass. Makes more sense because he's a herbivore. Pick him up by the shirt and just that long neck. Oh yeah, that sucker be turned inside out. Or like for instance, the old, I don't remember what game it was, but Shao Kahn, he'd throw his axe around and it would go in a circle and it would slowly go around and then it would kind of like somersault around him and cut, and you wouldn't really see it cut, but then the person would just fall apart. Kind of like that cross grid in Resident Evil that chopped all those guys to like little tiny meat cubes. See, that would be interesting. That would add a whole dynamic, man. Ooh, good chest. Come on. Yeah, okay. That'll work. Screw it. Oh, screw it. I used it on the wrong character. I'm gonna switch back to Scorpion. He's my main, but he's kind of rivaled by Smoke because they literally gave us the original combos from like Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance and Mortal Kombat 9. They kind of integrated both of them, and it really feels solid with Smoke if you really play him for a while. I'm not a master. There are kids that are younger than me, friends of mine and friends of my family that are younger than me that are way better at Smoke than me. But I'm not bad. I'm not bad. I suck a little bit. I really hope that they don't have any issues with the next season. I mean, even if the season's repeat, it's still fun to play. But I really wish that they could stop just giving up after 2 storylines. Add a 3rd storyline. Add Combat Pack 3 with that new storyline, or just add the new storyline. Because, you know, Combat Pack 2 came with the new storyline. If they do a Combat Pack with the storyline for Story 3, they could literally bring back Shinnok as a storyline. They could bring back Onaga as the storyline. They could even bring back the DC universe as a storyline and face against them. They could do Marvel. They could do Terminator. Hell, they could bring back the T-800. Either that or the T-850 or the T-1850 Arnold Schwarzenegger from Terminator Genesis. That's technically what it is, because it's the pneumatic polyalloy mixed with the T-850 endoskeleton Carl prior to the events of what Dark Fate would be. But in that, his name wasn't Carl in Genesis, unfortunately. I believe his name was, it was either Frank or Doug. I'm not sure on that. The only person that could really tell me that would probably be, who's the director? I want to say James Cameron, but I know that's not him. But if he did do Terminator, he would be pretty good. Steven Spielberg is a little overused. I mean, no offense to him or anything, but it just doesn't seem like it would be his type of movie. Now, however, one person that has been pretty instrumental on a lot of horror films lately is what's his name? Oh shit, I can't remember his name. If it comes to me, I'll definitely mention it. I just can't think of it off the top of my head, but still, I mean, horror movies aren't what they used to be. But there are a few people that still do a damn good job at them. Okay, those are kind of useless, but oh well. Character trial. I'll try it once. Any mission in this, I try it once. I'm probably gonna have to go back in a second, just so because I'm pretty sure people are saying, "Hey, you missed a spot," and I'll be like, "Yeah, of course I did." How the fuck am I supposed to do this? How am I supposed to do that? I'll try it again, because I don't know how the hell I'm supposed to do that. Oh my fucking god. There's not enough distance from where the blade is to get there, so whoever made this, you're an asshole. So, I'm gonna continue. I bet frickin' Ed Boon didn't come up with that crap. This has to be one of those newer frickin' developers that he hired. I'm gonna make sure this is an actual robot, not a trial, because sometimes it does that. Can I get him? Nope. Okay, let's use the ring. These rings are helpful. Always keep them. So, yeah. Shout out to anybody watching. Please leave a comment if you like the video. I always appreciate feedback. As long as you're not being, you know, vulgar. Excessively, I mean. Certain things I can understand, but if you don't know me, just don't be rude. Don't be rude to each other. Be nice. Be happy. You know, treat each other, you know, with dignity and respect. Otherwise, what's the point? Somehow, the world's kind of lost that, unfortunately. They can learn it again. It's just they got to put in the effort. They can't expect the whole world to just do it for them. As far as respect, anyways. Ooh, I thought I missed it. Oh, what a stop. See what I get. Damn right. Got some green injectable stuff. Just drugs. But yeah, I think they need to bring back old storylines. They need to bring back DLCs, like revamp them, make the stories interesting. Like if Shinnok came back, he's like, "You won't beat me this time," and let's say he's more powerful. He's harder to beat. Yes, that's what we want. Same thing with Onaga or the Dragon Emperor. Same thing. They would be so hard to beat. Quan Chi. Shit, he was one of the main villains in the storyline for this. If you haven't played the storyline, I apologize for any spoilers. But he could also have his own kind of thing where he's more powerful. I mean, it seems kind of redundant to some extent, but it gives the opportunity for you to add like another 6 DLCs, which means 6 more season packs with characters relatable to the stories. At least ones we don't have, like bringing back Kira or Scarlet or Jade or frickin' hell, the male and female Chameleon as playable characters. We already have Chameleon as a cameo. Why the heck can't we get since we got the female cameo, give us the guy combatant. He was awesome back when he was in Deceptions and Armageddon. And he has a lot of skins that would even make Smoke look kind of lacking. It's like, come on, bring it on. Let's see where the map is. Okay, we're good. Awesome. Let's see, it's back this way. I think it's up here. Yep, it's up here. Nope, I already got that. Awesome. Go. Come on, guy.
Reiko will gladly lay down his life to achieve victory in this war. As he does not fear death, he is unique things. To defeat him, you must match his power.
There is a lot of grammar in this game that is surprisingly very insightful. Like using a word like fervor. That word doesn't really get used very much. It's like, I think fervor, and this is just a guess, I think it's kind of relatable to the word tenacity. Or like Spanish says, like mucho cojones. You know, I'm probably saying it terrible because I don't have a good accent. But still. Not the combo I was trying to do. Okay. Trying to mix it up. Trying to do something else, but it works. I ain't complaining. Seems a little bright in here. Let's turn it down. I wish there was an in-between between this and this, but who knows. Hang on one moment. Hold up. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, back in the video again. Next mission, let's rock and roll. Alrighty then. Oh. Oh shit, did my camera get moved? Of course it did. Sorry about that. I didn't realize you were looking at a wall. Sorry, I had to talk to one of my buddies to see what was going on. And shout out to them because they actively check and see how I'm doing because, I mean, they're good friends. They care. For the friends that don't really contact me, I wish y'all would hit me up because that would be badass to, you know, chat with y'all. So, yeah. Also, I mean, if I had a way to contact some people, especially on like Master Duel, I've tried to get some people. I've added a couple people on there recently, and I wish I could play against them. But I don't know. Eventually, I'll figure that out. I'm gonna sell these because they don't really. Eventually I'll find a shop that has talismans, so I don't really need these. Let's see. I'm gonna get rid of that because I don't know. Those things are kind of pointless, at least in my opinion. I believe they are. So I'll just continue with what I have right now. Oh, let's see. I should have a coin. I do. Awesome. Hopefully I'm fast enough on this. Sorry, I'm stuff poking me in my nose.
Kombat.
$280. Not bad. I think I should stick with the spinning spear blade. Probably would have worked better because I probably could have destroyed the thing and got bonus coins. I did that once, but yeah. You know, what are you gonna do? Work with what you got. It's enough. I wish they would put more padding in these headsets. I mean, Turtle Beach headsets are pretty good, but the ones that come in the store, like you can get at Walmart for like, I think it's like I want to say $35 to like $70 or something like that. But I don't know. It just feels like up top they need more padding because it just doesn't feel like it's very cushiony. I mean, I could get a better headset, but it's like, yeah. the... I could do those, like, multiple, and I tried to, and it wouldn't frickin' let me. What the hell? Yes! I didn't realize I missed one, but I got it. Woo! Of course, that makes sense. Blood for blood. I wonder how Natara would fare against Scarlet. Considering that Natara's a vampire, Scarlet could get freaking sucked dry, and she's a blood mage. That would be a pretty lethal combo. Both as a playable character and as a cameo. Why not? Do it. Come on. Come on, Ed Boon. Bring on the carnage, man. Hell, there's another character, Marvel. Add Carnage. Give them patent rights to Carnage. Put Carnage in Mortal Kombat. He would have a field day in that. And the fatalities would be badass. Even the brutalities could be badass. Like, come on, give us some good stuff. I mean, you gave us good stuff, but give us some more. We love you, Ed Boon. Don't let the younger generation ruin your franchise, man. Because since Mortal Kombat 11 and Mortal Kombat 1, the game's been lacking only because the people are getting what they want, but they don't appreciate what they got. I appreciate this game. I appreciate you. You've given us everything that we really wanted. I mean, there's more that you could add to this game. Don't give up. Keep going. I'm going to be optimistic. I'm going to pray for this. Because I want to see at least 6 or 7 more combat packs. I want this game to go as long as Deceptions did. Before they even started making the new generation games for Mortal Kombat. Because, I mean... Mortal Kombat. Let's see. Hang on. Let me look this up for a second. Mortal Kombat games in order.
According to Wikipedia,
So Mortal Kombat came out in 1992, then Time Killers, Blood Warriors, Mortal Kombat 2, 1993, Eternal Champion, 1993, Bloodstorm, 1994, Primal Rage, 1994, Kasumi Ninja, 1994, Mortal Kombat 3, 1995, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, 1995, Killer Instinct, 1995, Mortal Kombat Trilogy, 1996. What trilogy was that? Hang on. I'm trying to remember. Oh, that must be the Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 trilogy. Mortal Kombat Trilogy, 1996 again. Mace the Dark Age. Mortal Kombat 4, 1997, Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero, 1997, Biofreaks, 1998, Cardinal Sin, 1998, Mortal Kombat Gold, 1999, Mortal Kombat Special Forces, 2000, Mortal Kombat Advance, 2001, Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, 2002. That'll bring back, I mean, the ones that are kind of, you don't have to add them unless you want to, but if they're characters, like, Add them as cameos. Don't add them as main characters. Now, if they're pretty solid characters, add them as mains. Mortal Kombat Tournament Edition in 2003. Mortal Kombat Deceptions 2004. Mortal Kombat Deceptions was probably the best game because it had several different Mortal Kombat style like missions, and it also had the longest story base because they had conquest and you had side missions, kind of like an open world. That was probably one of the, close to the very first open world type, fighting game, in my opinion. Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks Tag Team, dual combat, where you have 2 players. That would be another thing that you could add into this game as well. Ultimate Mortal Kombat, Mortal Kombat Armageddon. Sorry, I skipped that one. Mortal Kombat Armageddon 2006. Ultimate Mortal Kombat DC Universe in 2008. Bring back the DC Universe, why not? Mortal Kombat from 2011. I believe that's Mortal Kombat 9. Bring back the DLCs for that and everything. Mortal Kombat Arcade Collection, that's 2011. Injustice. Hell yeah, you could merge that in there too. I mean, that would be kind of like Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe, but even add villains. Like, why not? Mortal Kombat X, definitely add the DLC characters and the missing ones from the timeline. Mortal Kombat 11, of course. Mortal Kombat Onslaught. Okay. Right. So pretty much, I mean, any kind of combat like Pong combat, race combat, puzzle combat, stuff like that. You can even have pinball as one of the like mission parameters in the game. Like, add every aspect of every Mortal Kombat game into this. Since you technically started this over as, you had Mortal Kombat back in 1992. This is basically starting over. Kind of similar to what that game was when you came out with it back in 1992. So if that's the case, this game needs to go above and beyond what your original game was. And hell, you could even add a different thing in here that would actually bring that back to be a part of this game instead of that, new trilogy thing that you just came out with not too long ago, or, you're going to release soon. I'm not sure which, but I've seen reviews on it that they're releasing the old school video games in a trilogy pack. But why do that? Why don't you add another, aspect of, towers in this and call it Retro Combat? Literally have a section in the game called Retro Combat, then you could have Retro Combat Towers, where it literally plays like the original Mortal Kombat. People would enjoy that. And plus, you could get skins and trophies from that kind of stuff too. You don't even have to have the good, all the graphics. I mean, it's already a game that's been made and you own the game, so put it in this one. It just adds something else to this game to make it much more than what people are, upset with. I think that would build it even better. Sorry, I'm exhausted. It's early. Actually, it's mid-afternoon. Holy shit. I must be tired. You asked for it, and you got it. Uppercut for the win. Nothing beats an uppercut. Okay, I need cracked amulet. Oop! Portal! Woohoo! Let's go! Hell yeah. Yeah, it's okay. I kind of wish they'd give me another Cyrax skin for the cameo, because the Cyber Cyrax is pretty cool. I wish they had like the black and yellow version like they do for the Sector one. I mean, I got the red and black for the Sector version from Mortal Kombat 11, that skin. But I wish they had that for Cyrax. I mean, they have a tint of purple, but it's like, Plus, they have a lot of different variants that they could give us for these, but they always end up adding the season, and then the shrine doesn't give us jack shit. It's like, come on. I mean, I love this game, but like they're kind of holding it back, which I feel is intentional, because they're probably, and don't take my word for this, and I have no idea, but I think they're actually trying to make people think that they're going to start a new game, but I think they're actually going to do like a remaster of the old game, and then they're gonna add like a bunch of new DLCs to this game. That's what I think they're gonna do, because honestly, they can add so much more to this. They just gotta figure out a way to do it. Like, they can even start see, because a lot of the people from this storyline didn't die, especially the bad guys. And I mean, Chaos Reigns kind of makes it seem like people may have died, but you gotta also remember that if one timeline exists where Liu Kang is the god of fire, and there's also a timeline where he exists as the time keeper. Sorry, I had to think of the word. If he's the timekeeper, that means that since there are literally over 100 Mortal Kombat characters that could have changed the timeline, there could be 100 different timelines. I mean, not all of them will be very exciting or good, but if you have main characters like, say, Cabal's the main villain, or frickin' Hataru is the main conflict, you know, hell, bring back, I mean, he's kind of a shit character in my opinion, Draman. You could bring him back and have him like souped up, like Super Draman or whatnot. Moloch, Onaga, you know, so on with those characters, Shinnok. Like, make them more powerful, make them more challenging. I mean, I had a hard enough time on the last one beating frickin' Havoc as a Titan. That was cool. I love that. That was a good idea. Now, they just need to try and do that with the other stuff. Hell, they could create a whole new character villain if they really wanted to. Basically, they could create a character villain that steals other people's, you know, special abilities and literally leaves them kind of useless. And then you have to, like, trek through the areas, fight kind of as a, basically fight as a mortal with no powers, so that you can eventually obtain skills and powers to ultimately defeat the enemy and get your powers back. But you would also have some new powers to add on to that, which also gives you the ability not only to have a new villain, but to have a new profile. Kind of like how Shujinko was brand new and he mastered a lot of those abilities from other combatants, but found his own fighting style in Mortal Kombat Deception. In some way, I guess Mortal Kombat kind of lost its way on that. And that's probably because people complained about Deceptions too. I'm seeing a pattern.
BLDOUEGRNADOMK1 clue. BLDOUEGRNADO.
Double Dragon.
How you doing, guys? Adamski here.
Probably
Let's
Liu
have a
Kang.
look at the location. Souls for sale. Mercato Colony Mesa.
I bet you $10 that it's Liu Kang.
It actually says Double Dragon, which is a reference to Liu Kang. So you want to pick him as your main character, then start the match, and at the end of it, perform his fatality called Double Dragon.
Simple enough. Should have figured that one out. I'm good at logic puzzles, but when it doesn't give you any clues throughout the entire thing, it's Double Dragon. Down, right, left, circle.
It's been a while since I've used Liu Kang. Not too bad. Not too bad. Yes, definitely be my third? Yeah, he'd be my third. Fourth would be Reptile. Actually, no, fourth would be Reiko, then Kenshi, then Reptile. Because I'm sorry, Reiko and Kenshi are more goated than Reptile. I mean, if Reptile had the same fight style that he had back in the older games, then definitely he'd be better. When he was a lizard face. I love the revamp though, don't get me wrong. His mask though, a little lacking, but still, I love this game. It's cool, I put in a lot of hours. Alrighty. Hang on. Trying to make sure I didn't mess anything. That's the way I came originally. That I already did that. That's where I was. Moving forward. Wait a minute. Oh, damn it. I thought there was something there. Whoop. Continued. Let's go. I remember that fatality. Haha. Okay. Video's a little long, so I apologize for that. I think this is a good place to cut off. I mean, I didn't get past this mesa, but I still feel like it's a good place to end it off, because I mean, pretty close to the end, but I can continue this in a later video. It would definitely be within this month and next month, because there's still about a month worth on this, or about 2 months worth of this. So we'll see about that when that time comes. For the time being, this is... Hang on. Oh, yeah. Sorry. My bad. For the time being, this is AC Titan of Titan Nation Gaming. Sorry. I'm sorry if I'm not loud enough for some people. I have speaking anxieties. So, with that being said, I am AC Titan of Titan Nation Gaming, signing off today with the Mortal Kombat video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, at any point in time, please subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. My next goal for subscribers is to try and hit, like, say 25. So if that's possible, then absolutely subscribe to me and, you know, check out the videos. If there's any games that you would like to see, if I have them, I will definitely play them. If I don't have them, I'll try to see what I can do about that, either to borrow the game from a friend of mine or to find the game myself by other means. Alright, peace out. See you guys on the next one.